Welcome to IB1B Module 4 Topic 2, focused on assessment of, for, and as learning. Our aims are to explore each of these approaches and compare them. We'll also consider the role of assessment in IB practice, focusing on the principles of assessment. Assessment of learning is the most traditional approach. It generally happens near or at the end of an instructional period, resulting in a final judgment or grade against learning objectives. Any descriptive comments are provided after the work is completed. Assessment for learning occurs throughout the learning process. Its goal is to make student thinking and understanding visible so teachers can support learning. This assessment data provides immediate feedback and helps teachers structure learning environments and instruction. Assessment as learning focuses on students using assessment as a metacognitive process. It relies on the understanding that learning is an active, constructive process. Students become critical assessors who personally monitor their learning, making self-adjustments to their processes. Assessment of, for, and as learning describe different approaches. The term ongoing assessment is increasingly used in IB documentation, emphasizing the need for formative feedback. There have been issues seeing summative and formative assessment as complementary rather than entirely different processes. Lorna Earle suggests all three approaches have purposes, as shown in the assessment pyramid diagrams. Traditionally, assessment of learning was the main focus. Modern assessment regimes put more resources into assessment as learning. This diagram from an Irish initiative further illustrates how the three approaches are interconnected. It demonstrates that assessment for learning and as learning are often low stakes and formative, while assessment of learning is typically high stakes and summative. This chart summarizes the similarities and differences among the three approaches. We have reordered the table to emphasize the increasing student-centeredness from of to as learning. When considering why we assess, assessment of learning informs the community about objective achievement with a final judgment. Assessment for learning provides information on learner progression and informs instruction. Assessment as learning allows learners to critically reflect and monitor their progress. What do we assess? Assessment of learning measures the extent to which students apply knowledge and skills. Assessment for learning looks at individual student progress related to curricular objectives. Assessment as learning focuses on a student's thinking about their learning, reflection, and adjustment strategies. For methods, assessment of learning uses varied tools for products and processes. Assessment for learning utilizes tools that make student skills and knowledge visible. Assessment as learning employs tools that elicit metacognitive processes and learning. Ensuring quality in assessment of learning involves standardized judgments and fair summative reporting. For assessment for learning, it means accurate observations, clear expectations, and detailed descriptive feedback. Assessment as learning quality relies on accurate student self-reflection and engagement in challenging their thinking. Finally, how is the information used? Assessment of learning indicates achievement level for next steps. Assessment for learning provides descriptive feedback for moving forward and differentiates instruction. Assessment as learning provides descriptive feedback for independent learning habits, focusing on the task and adjusting learning strategies.